Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and full review of this Wolfang GA400 action camera. Wolfang is a large producer of action cameras and they have a huge series of different action cameras, and as far as I know this is the first camera from Wolfang which is waterproof without the housing. So it's waterproof down to 8 meters without the housing, but we still get a housing which makes it waterproof down to 40 meters. So let's open the box and see what we get. Like with all other Wolfang cameras, we get this quick starter guide where we can see what we get, like the packaging list, the accessories and how to install. What's good, they come with the normal GoPro mount or accessories which we can use for most of the cameras, or we can use most of the accessories which we have already for other cameras, also with the Wolfang cameras. So yes, the camera itself looks really nice. What I like that it doesn't have like an extra lock here, so we can easily open it. It has a really nice style, somehow something between super modern and also classic. So we can pull this down and shake it out. So from what I can see, it is a very sturdy build, solid. It's the heaviest Wolfang camera which I've seen so far. Of course, it's intended to be used without the housing for normal use. What's the big advantage here? Of course, that we have the microphone here, good microphone, waterproof without the housing. Usually with the housing we have a little bit compromised audio, or we have to use like external microphone if that's possible. So this works similar to the latest versions of the GoPro cameras, and we can really feel that's really solid. And here we have the accessories, and you can see despite the small box we get actually everything what we need. It comes also with 2 batteries, but it doesn't come with an external charger, so we can charge it only here inside. What I also don't see, of course, is an external microphone, because we have already good microphone here built in, so there's no need for an external microphone. Yeah, one thing I really love is the Wolfang camera here, the GA400. That's the small size and the low weight compared to the latest GoPro cameras, which have become really heavy and pretty large, especially with the 10 and 11. I have here the 10, and you can see it's much larger, heavier, thicker. I would say this one is comparable to the older series, which I don't have here at the moment, or even a little bit smaller. Really nice thing. So we have to push down here and slide this lid here to the right side. Then we push the battery here inside. Yeah, you can really feel the nice quality. Everything fits really super nicely. And we have also this flap here to grab it, so we close it to make it waterproof. We have also the normal standard tripod mount. Then we have another opening here. That's the opening for the micro USB to charge. And the micro SD card, which is not included in the set, goes down here close to the battery. So we have a 3-button control here. We turn it on here on the right side. Then we choose the language and set the time and date. And when we are ready, we are formatting the microSD card here inside, and the setup is completed. And we are ready to shoot. What's important, of course, to go to the settings first. What we can see, the highest resolution is 4K with 60 frames per second, which is pretty much standard today. And what we can see, that we have a really nice touch screen. It's really super sensitive. Then we have a lot of other settings. What's most important, of course, the electronic image stabilization, which we want to turn on, but we have also a lot of other things. As you can see, there are some general settings as well, like frequency, sounds, white balance, effects, diving mode, daytime, screensaver, auto power off, language format card system. When we slide up, we have the special functions like the loop video, time-lapse video, slow motion, fast motion, Wi-Fi. At the moment I'm going with the normal video. To change the mode we have to press here on top. Then it goes to photo mode, where we also have the settings like photo resolution with maximum of 20 megapixel. And of course also special functions like burst photo, time-lapse, self-timer, long exposure, and the Wi-Fi, which can be used with the app, of course, to transfer the videos and photos and everything. And then we press again and we have the playback and video setup and photo setup again. But what I'm using now at the moment is 1080p, which is the highest resolution which I have on my video editor, and 60 frames, which is the most which most online portals can play. So make sure that after changing that we are still on the electronic stabilization. So you can see it has already here nice stabilization, but I'm going outside, shoot a couple of videos and show you that and let you know what I think about. So I've been using the camera now for a while and I can definitely confirm that it made a really good impression. Everything worked really good. What I like here, these buttons here, they are hard to press but not super hard, but they prevent from some malfunction. Some other cameras you have to just press lightly. Here you have to press rather hard, not too hard, but really absolutely perfect. Also these openings here, they are not easy to open, but it's also not impossible. As you can see, it's not too difficult, but they have quite some resistance. Also the one here on the side, there was a huge problem with one of the GoPro series like 5, 6, 7 or so. It was super easy to open, and when you have it like when you're in a pool and accidentally open it, of course there would be the water damage. That's not going to happen here. It's really good. Then also good regarding the image and video quality. I've been using it for some pictures and it worked really good. I would say it has some decent photo quality, decent dynamic range, good colors, pretty sharp for an action camera, and also the normal video which I've been recording here on 1080p with 60 frames, which I think is a good value. It has been doing a good job, really good stabilization, almost on a GoPro level, and also really nice colors, very sharp, also with high dynamic range, so really good footage also when you are going towards the sun. I have tested also a couple of the special functions like time-lapse. Of course, time-lapse is not stabilized. This is just something which you're using on a tripod and it works really good. What you have then on top of that is the fast motion. That's some kind of time-lapse. GoPro calls this time warp or so, and it works really good. It is very similar to the GoPro. Then we have the slow motion, which worked also good. So all these special levels. What I've also been using is the night mode. So that's the low light mode. You can turn it on or off. What you have to be aware of when you are doing the low light mode, when you activate this, you can't have the stabilization on. You can see that here. When you turn it on, the low light will go away, but it still had some kind of stabilization. I have tried it with the low light mode and it worked really good. I had the impression that it was even better than the latest GoPro, because the GoPro is a little bit struggling with the low light, and I had the impression that the GA400 had better sharpness, more clear view, and also better stabilization than the GoPro with the low light. That's something which is really nice. Maybe something to be aware of, the field of view, the recording angle with the electronic stabilization is a little bit below 90 degrees. When we remove the electronic stabilization, then it is about showing or recording about 90 degrees angle. Then I've also tested the microphone. Of course, there's no external microphone because it's waterproof. The microphone is not described, but I've tested it and it sits on top here. So it's not in the front like with the GoPro, it sits on top. You have to be a little bit careful, but usually when you're holding the camera like that or that, there's not much risk that you will cover this. That's really good. So I think the microphone is in a really good location here. We have the speaker here, by the way, regarding the microphone, is recording or picking up the voice on a pretty natural level. Of course, it doesn't have the highest sensitivity because it's waterproof, but it was still decent. Of course, when you have to increase artificially then the volume, you will hear some like background noise or so. Microphone test with the built-in microphone of the GA400. But I would say it's really on a decent level. Then we have the speaker here. Of course, the speaker is also a little bit muffled compared to the other models which don't have like a waterproof housing, but you can still understand this. Yeah, everything works really good. What we have a little bit, what you have to be careful here, it doesn't have like a very safe stand, so it's maybe not perfect to just leave it like on just normal surface, because with a little bit of wind it would like shake a little bit, so you would have to use always the tripod. But other than that, I would say it's a really nice thing. Good quality footage day and night, good touchscreen, really solid housing, also very small. I really love this camera just like from the beginning. So this is something which I really can highly recommend. And so if you're interested, I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.